We work with hyperMILL and a couple of other software providers, and we sort of seen what was the best out there. And I've had over 20 years in programming softwares, and hyperMILL has really surprised me how good it actually is. You know, the virtual machining and stuff has been really second to none, to be honest.
The company was formed by my grandfather, Edward Stanley. I came out of the RAF, £70 in his pocket and his demob suit. And the one trade that he knew, he was a wireless engineer while he was in the RAF. And he got started fixing TVs and radios. That's how the company began. As far as the depth of service, the capability, the capacity, the experience that we've got, I don't think there's anybody else in our sector that is set up in the way that we are. We're extremely flexible. There's an awful lot of work that's kept in-house that ordinarily would go to subcontractors, and we strive to do everything under one roof.
So Justin, first of all, we're here at Howells Railway Products. Who are Howells?
Howells Railway, we make a vast range of products ranging from the electronics all the way through to, as you can see here, on the CNC machine shop. We've got a fabrication side, so we do everything really. Anything that's engineered, we're a one-stop shop really. We can pretty much do anything.
It's amazing walking around seeing the range of machinery, the range of processes that you can do on this really impressive site. You've also got a new business, Howells CNC, where you're producing more CNC-focused components as well.
Yeah,
what do you do here in the CNC section?
Yeah, so we're looking to diversify. We've always been predominantly railway, but like I say, as you can see, we've got the capabilities here to do a vast range of stuff. So we are like just putting ourselves out there at the moment and seeing what else we can sort of get through the machine shop. We tend to specialise on anything that's high spec really, that runs through the 5-axis machines, the mill turns. We've got a wide range of stuff here really.
And when you're making components like this you see behind us, these are quite complex jobs. How important is safety to the components and quality to the components that you make?
Yeah, so a lot of the products we make for the rail industry is all safety critical, so they've all got to be traceable. A lot of the items that we do are they have unique part numbers on them, so like 10 years down the line, if you need to trace that back, we have all the traceability from all aspects of the job really.
Yeah, tell me the story about how you're trying to, you started to use hyperMILL as your CAD-CAM program to try and maximize productivity in the shop floor. Why did you start to look at a new CAD-CAM system?
So my job within Howells is we're always looking to invest in the best technologies, and since we've got the 5-axis machines, there's a lot of dead cycle time where the tool paths, they just didn't look right compared to what we're seeing at all the expos and stuff. So we work with hyperMILL and a couple of other software providers, and we sort of seen what was the best out there. And I've had over 20 years in programming softwares, and hyperMILL has really surprised me how good it actually is. You know, the virtual machining and stuff has been really second to none, to be honest.
Yeah, so when you're applying CAD-CAM software to not just 3-axis machines, but the 5-axis machines, what about it impressed you when you saw the demos and you saw what they could do on your components?
I think how user-friendly it is and how fast it is. You know, some of the parts that we've struggled to do, we had a part come through the workshop which was a vac form tool, and we wouldn't have been able to do that on our existing softwares. We've had 2 softwares in the years I've been here, but on hyperMILL it wasn't an issue. You know, we was able to do the part, get it out, and it looked really well.
So how's that impacted the business in terms of part margins, in terms of being able to quote parts maybe more competitively?
I feel, yeah, we're definitely more competitive now on especially the more higher end work that we do, especially on the 5-axis. We're able to bring some of the machine times down and, you know, be more competitive. In engineering, we're in an industry where prices are going up across the board, so if we can get a software in that we're able to be more competitive, we're able to keep the prices the same without increasing them with tooling prices and material prices and etc.
What else has improved internally, apart from making better quality parts with making more use out of the machinery and its capabilities? Yeah, what else have you seen improvements in?
I've noticed a big difference in the simulation. So Alex is able to simulate the machining process a lot more reliable and a lot more slicker on the software itself. So when we are bringing the job onto the shop floor, we're not having to check ourselves as much. You know, we're able to go straight into the machining of the part, and we're having very little issues and no bangs whatsoever. You know, it's a lot more of a slicker process with the hyperMILL software.
So would you say that's the kind of confidence has helped speed up production?
100%, yeah. We're a lot more confident using the hyperMILL straight from CAD to machine. Much better.
What about in terms of maybe more advanced strategies and toolpaths? What's the advantages of those?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say across the board, from roughing to finishing, I feel like we've levelled up, to be honest. I do feel like we've levelled up with hyperMILL.